we're doing Netflix movie reviews. Yay! I've got a rose today. Yay,
I
yay.
see.
And the little Felina's got her kitty cat. And I have a rose. It's a very hard rose. It's made out of metal, so it'll never die. I'll tell you, we are here today. And did you have your catnip, Felina?
I did. I gave some to my cat too.
Good. So you're calm and you're happy, and we like to keep you happy, Felina, because we know that you have
Yeah.
strange things going on in your world. So we want you to be happy. Now, today we have our first report, and Felina, if you don't mind, I would like you to go first today and do our review for this is a mockumentary and it's Death to 2021. Doesn't
Uh,
that sound great?
yeah.
So now, please tell us about your opinion on Death to 2021.
Okay. Well, this is a darkly comedic mockumentary regarding events that took place in 2021, many involving the political arena during the presidential election. That was so fun. Several interviews with footage involving Trump at the Capitol
Oh,
asked the rioters to leave peacefully, but it seemed like it was too late for that.
I think so. Yeah, a little too late.
Yeah. Well, there were actors playing journalists that commented on their version of democracy when Biden was sworn in as new president. Stockard Channing is interviewed as Penn Parker, a drunk journalist who brings out some really valid points about the political climate. A very funny lady, don't
She
you
is.
think?
I
Yeah,
like her very much. She did a good job.
she did. There were discussions about George Floyd and Derek Chauvin trial and issues about COVID, masks, vaccines, to vax or not to vax.
Yes,
That's the
that
question.
is the question that one day I'll let everybody know about the right answer.
Oh, okay. It was horrible, horrible weather with massive floods, record heat, and wildfires just burning nonstop.
What a
Space,
time to be alive.
yeah, space travel by civilians. How do you like that? And also Texas bans abortions and raises issues of who should control women's bodies.
We got to take Texas down.
No, we have to. I'll tell you. Um,
Boo to Texas.
Boo, boo, Texas, go.
Boo, Texas. Texas, you stink. As my late mother would say, you stink on ice.
But don't you like cowboys?
I love cowboys.
Okay, there you go. A very tongue-in-cheek report narrated by Lawrence Fishburne and Lawrence Fisher. No, Fishburne. Interviewed.
Eventually you'll get it right. Just keep going with names. That's what I do.
Well, it was Lawrence Fishburne, and several actors were interviewed for their comments. It was fairly well done, but the content was a little bit silly, and no cats were interviewed. So I give it a 2.5 cattails.
Oh boy, that's right. Those bums. They should have interviewed cats. I don't blame you, Felina.
At least
You
the
know,
women.
yeah, a 2.5 cattails. I got to tell you, girl, it's more than they deserve. Well, I did not watch Death to 2020. You know, they had another one. They're the prequel to Death to 2021.
I didn't watch it
Yeah,
either.
I didn't watch it, and I'm glad because if I would have, I wouldn't have made it through till 20 to watch the one for 2021. You know, life is rough enough. Let alone you got to watch this crap. But um, well, I know this is my opinion about it. You know, I know that it was supposed to be funny. I get that, mockumentary, that means that, you should be laughing. And in many spots it was. And like you said, Stockard Channing and those people were fantastic. It's not about the actors, for my case here. It's about subject matter. But I, what bothered me most was you only see people who decided not to get the vaccine being mocked. And so, as a person who maintains a healthy, strong, and amazing immune system and made other choices, I kind of say, let's take equal pot shots at the people who were vaxxed, because there's problems in both camps, people. So anyway, about the thing we're here for, which is to discuss this documentary, with
Yeah.
all of us jointly having suffered through 19, 20, 21, and so forth, 22, I see this for a great catch-up movie for anybody that was in a coma. You know, if you've got a
That's
relative who went
a
into
good
it
idea.
in 2019 and they just came out of it, play them these documentaries. The rest of us lived through it. Hello, we don't need to see it.
Exactly. Yeah, it was.
So this is the first time I'm doing this, but Granny Tino, I lost my hand for this. I'm giving it a 0. I have never, so this is one time you could say that Granny Tino just didn't get it. So I originally on my notes here, I said I was giving it a 1 finger, but as I reviewed it and thought about it, I stripped it down to I wouldn't recommend anybody watch it. That's just my opinion. But still, and being fair, this is I believe in freedom. Everybody should make your own opinion. That's just mine. So
Yeah.
so yeah, I understand that my opinion doesn't matter much in the scheme of things.
One cat.
Yeah,
They should have had a cat there.
you see, you're right about that too. How dare they leave out cats? Cats are crucial. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's go on to hopefully a cheer subject, something cheerier, and I'll read this one to get my spirits back up. Okay. This is Saint Vincent, and this is with Bill Murray, Melissa McCarthy, Naomi Watts, and a younger actor named, and tell me how to pronounce this one, Jadine Liber, who plays Oliver.
Something like that.
Yes, it's a strange name, but a good young actor. This is an American comedy drama film. That's the way they listed it, okay? And so I have to say right out of the gate, I really enjoyed it. I think it's the best of Bill Murray's films. I think it's the best one he ever made. The casting, yeah. Did you get that too, Sam?
Considering, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
considering the type of films he usually does.
Yeah, exactly. And you come to expect a certain kind of movie that certain actors make, but he jumped out of his comfort zone with this.
Yeah, I didn't know he had it in him.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And it's the best movie. And the casting for this movie might seem unusual if you're just looking for something to watch, but trust me, it was perfect. So it's a story about a group of lost, misunderstood misfits, and they just don't seem to get, anything in life that goes right for them. They don't blend in with anybody that society deems to be these wonderful, great people. Like who does, rightfully? Really, come on. But what this does is the story dives deeply into the main character, Vincent, played by Bill Murray, who at an outward glance appears to be someone who lost his will to live, right?
Yeah.
And as we go on with the journey, it's one of those stories that you fall totally in love with. I mean, that's what happened to me. It wasn't too long that I just fell in love with all the characters and the way they work with each other. The way these actors interconnected with each other in this story was so real. And it really pulls you into your heart place. And it's funny a lot of the time, yet it's charming. And this is the type of movie that leaves you with a better understanding of the importance of really learning to see others for who they actually are. and that we can form new families, which are very close to us. Now, this one, I'm reaching over from my hand on this one because I gave this a 5 fingers, one hand review because I think that particularly Mr. Murray deserves to be nominated for an Oscar for it. He was just, it was just, I loved it. And to tell you the truth, Sam, it made me cry like a baby at the end. And I love a movie that can make me laugh and make me cry more than anything. So so tell us now, share with us, you pretty little cat. What did you think about this movie?
Okay. St. Vincent is a dramedy starring Bill Murray, Melissa McCarthy, Naomi Watson. Terrence Howard was in it too, but he didn't really have a very big or a, great
Yeah.
part in this.
But he did good for what he had to do. Yes, he did.
Yeah, he does do a lot better. So it's kind of sad that he didn't get something. But anyway, Bill Murray plays Vincent, a depressed, down on his luck ex-war veteran with a drinking problem. Then new neighbors move in next door to Vincent, played by Melissa McCarthy as Maggie.
She's great.
Yeah,
I love her.
And she moves in with her young son. So she's recently divorced and has to work to support both herself and her son. She makes an agreement with Vincent to babysit for Oliver, and he begrudgingly agrees since he will get paid for his services to watch her son. And Oliver seems to like Vincent.
Yeah, because he really sees him right from the beginning. Kids do.
Yeah, and he also liked his fluffy cat. Meow.
A movie with a cat.
Meow. So they had a rather unpleasant first meeting at the house. They almost got into it. And but anyway, Vincent is a degenerate gambler and takes Oliver with him wherever he goes, even though the place is inappropriate for
like a bar, racetrack.
Right. Just really off the wall. And like even the prostitute thing.
Hey, look, we got to learn about the prostitutes.
Meanwhile, Vincent teaches him how to stand up for himself at school. And that was a pretty good thing. The characters had really good chemistry. And the storyline started out with some funny moments. It was like a few ha-has, but
oh yeah,
it was more of a drama, I thought, where the characters learned how to be there for each other. So I gave it a 3.5 tails because it had a nice fluffy white cat.
I'm surprised you didn't give it more, but you know how many times I say this, you're a cat. Go eat a bowl of something.
I thought about giving it a little more, but it didn't. It seemed to want to be a comedy, but it wasn't. So I just kind
Well,
of.
you just called it what it was, a dramedy. See, those things for me, what that is, it reflects life. And life is funny. I mean, you could be at a funeral and something outrageously funny happens. And that's the kind of movie this is. And I think you probably came into it expecting it to be a comedy and stupid because of Bill Murray. I think you probably may have expected something.
Yeah, and then it ended up, there were parts that were actually pretty sad.
So it was like, see, and again, that's just my favorite kind of movie. I like a movie that surprises me and goes up and down because it's so much like life. But again, I did give that a 5 fingers. Felina gave it 3.5 cattails. Take what you want to take from a cat. I don't know what to say about that. But again, I didn't give the last movie too good a review. So I'll say it again. Just put that tongue in your mouth, you little. I think we survived the day. I'll drink to that. I guess, yes, keep your health up. Keep watching Netflix movies. It's good for you. And we don't even don't blame Netflix if we suck. They didn't pay for us. They don't know we do this, and I suspect if they find out that they
Yeah.
have to sue us.
Well, no, maybe they will. Maybe they like what we do.
Yeah, but we do. We love Netflix movies.
Yeah.
Okay, well, everybody, that's it. It's
Yeah.
time to go. Netflix is gone for another day, and bye, Felina. Take care of you and all your little kitties.
Bye, Dad.